In today's lecture of basic electrical and electronics, we are going to study the electromagnetic induction. First of all, in previous lecture, what we have studied is the relation between magnetic field strength and magnetic flux density. When voltage or the current through the coil is increased, then there is a relation is between relation takes place between the V and H, and we plot the VH curve. So when VH is plotted in forward direction, we get one loop. When from forward direction we take the current reverse, means we take current to the zero, we got the reverse curve. Again from reverse side we take it to the forward side. So whatever closed loop we got, that loop is called as the hysteresis loop. That loop is relation between the magnetic flux density and magnetic field strength. So this VH curve or the magnetizing curve actually decides how the material will behave for the magnetism. When magnetism is introduced in that material, when hysteresis loop is larger in size, when area of that loop is large, means that magnet is the permanent magnet. And when the hysteresis loop is smaller in size, that material is also called as the soft magnetic material. So that materials are also called as the less permanent magnet materials, because as the loop is smaller, means the total magnetism produced in that loop, that material is also less. So when you remove the current through that coil, then what happens? Generally, the magnetism get lost. So whatever cast steel, soft steel is there. So this is the difference between permanent magnet and non-permanent magnet. Generally, when you connect magnet to the iron, magnetism is produced in that iron. Correct? Small magnetic iron materials are attracted towards that metal to which that magnet is attached. So magnetism is produced for very short duration of time. And when you remove the current from that coil, the magnetism is get lost. So this is the recap or review of previous lecture. Now today we'll study the electromagnetic induction and the rules or the laws related to the electromagnetic induction. So what is this actually electromagnetic induction? When suppose one conductor is placed in the vicinity of magnet, correct? In previous lectures we have studied that if suppose magnet is placed, suppose this is the magnet, around this magnet the magnetic field is there. ज्या काही लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस ज्याला आपण फ्लक्स असं म्हणतो, तो फ्लक्स त्या एअर मधून फ्लो होत असतो, बरोबर. सो वेन अनदर मॅग्नेट or another conductor is placed in the vicinity of this magnetic field, so in this conductor the voltage or current is induced. So this is called as electromagnetic induction. This is the permanent magnet, correct? In the vicinity of this permanent magnet, when any material or conductor is placed like this, in this way or in this way, in any way, so the direction or the when it is parallel, the different amount of voltage is produced. When the direction is like this, different amount of voltage is induced. This thing we are going to learn later on. But consider that one magnet is taken in the vicinity or in the electromagnetic field of this magnet. One suppose conductor is placed like this, the current and the voltage, or you can say EMF, is induced inside this conductor. So this is called as electromagnetic induction. So regarding this, we are having the different laws which states that how the current is produced, how the voltage is produced. For that, let me share our screen. So electromagnetic induction. So generally, the generation of EMF due to electromagnetic induction, this first theory was putted by the scientist called as Michel Faraday. Okay, so that's why these laws, because of which we can say the uh, electromagnetic induction is produced inside the conductor. This was detected by the Faraday, hence it is called as the Faraday's law. So generally there are two Faraday's law. Okay, so first law is called as Faraday's first law, and second law is called as Faraday's second law. So what Faraday's first law states? So Faraday's first law states that whenever the magnetic lines of forces linking with the coil or conductor changes, the EMF is induced inside the coil or conductor. So first law states that whenever magnetic lines of forces linking with the coil or conductor changes, and EMF is electromotive force, असा फोर्स ज्याच्याने इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्लो होतात, and electromotive force or the EMF is induced inside the coil or conductor. This is the first law of Faraday. So how actually it is, we'll see that. Suppose this is one magnet. In this magnet, suppose this is the north pole, this is the south pole. So from north pole, the magnetic lines of forces are generated like this. You already have studied this in school, that magnetic lines of forces are generated from this. I hope everyone knows this. So this is what magnet. Always remember, in air or in a medium, generally the magnetic lines of forces are traveling from north to south. But inside the magnetic lines of forces are going from south towards north. So what first law states? When this conductor is linking with the magnetic lines of forces, when this EMF linkage is changing, current is induced. First law. Second law states, whatever EMF is induced inside this conductor, this EMF is proportional to the rate at which the magnetic lines of forces are cutted. Okay. So second law states that whenever conductor cuts magnetic lines of forces, ही कटिंग होते, ही जे magnetic lines of forces आहेत, जसं magnetic lines of flux कसा आहे, जो फ्लक्स असतो तो एक स्ट्रिंग सारखा असतो. ती स्ट्रिंग नॉर्थ कडून ओरिजिनेट होते, साऊथ कडे जाते. सेकंड स्ट्रिंग नॉर्थ कडून ओरिजिनेट होते, साऊथ कडे जाणार. तसा एक इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्लो होतो, त्याच्यामुळे EMF जनरेट होतो. तसं लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस जनरेट होतात, त्याच्यामुळे MMF जनरेट होतो. MMF. मग ह्या ज्या लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस या मॅग्नेट कडून नॉर्थ कडून साऊथ कडे जातात, त्यावेळेस हा कंडक्टर त्याच्या लाईन्स मध्ये येणार आणि त्या लाईन्सला कट करणार, त्यावेळेस त्याच्यामध्ये करंट किंवा EMF हा जनरेट होतो. हे फर्स्ट लॉ सांगतो की तो करंट जनरेट होईल. कसा जनरेट होईल? लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेसला कट केल्यानंतर त्याच्यामध्ये जो लिंकेज आहे, ते जर लिंकेज मध्ये व्हेरिएशन आलं तर ते मॅग्नेटिक लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस मुळे त्याच्यामध्ये EMF जनरेट होणार. बट सेकंड लॉ स्टेट, त्याच्यामध्ये जो काही लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्स जनरेट कटिंग केल्यामुळे जो काही EMF जनरेट होतोय, त्या EMF चा मॅग्नेट्यूड इज इक्विव्हॅलंट, the magnitude of that EMF is equivalent to रेट ऑफ कटिंग ऑफ मॅग्नेटिक लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस. मग जेवढे मॅग्नेटिक लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस तो जास्त कट करेल तेवढा ईएमएफ जास्त जनरेट होणार. जेवढे लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस कमी कट करेल तेवढा ईएमएफ कमी जनरेट होणार. So these two important laws are there. Faraday's important laws are there regarding the electromagnetic induction. Okay, so generally you can say that current is generated inside the conductor. बघा पहिला लॉ सांगतो मॅग्नेटिक लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस कट झाले की याच्यामध्ये ईएमएफ जनरेट होतो. सेकंड लॉ असं सांगतो की त्याच्यामध्ये जेवढा ईएमएफ जनरेट झाला तो ईएमएफ हा जेवढ्या लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस कट करेल त्याच्या प्रोपोर्शनेट असतो. कमी लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्स कट केला तर ईएमएफ कमी जनरेट होईल आणि जास्त लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस जर कट केल्या तर ईएमएफ जास्त जनरेट होईल. आय होप इट इज क्लिअर ना. सो दिस इज युअर टू लॉज ऑफ फॅराडे, फर्स्ट लॉ अँड second law. Now we'll study that we have understood that EMF is generated किंवा करंट जनरेट झाला, पण तो EMF आणि करंट जो आहे त्याची डायरेक्शन काय असेल. ओके, त्याची डायरेक्शन काय असेल म्हणजेच काय की EMF जनरेट झाला पण तो नेमकी या लेफ्ट टू राईट मूव्ह होणार आहे की राईट टू लेफ्ट मूव्ह होणार आहे. So for the detection of direction of EMF, there are generally two laws are there: Fleming's right-hand rule and Lenz's law. So we'll study both the law. Direction of EMF. So the direction of EMF can be found out using two laws. First law is Fleming's right-hand rule and Lenz's law. So two laws are there or two rules are there by using which you can find the direction of EMF. हे बघा, हा जो काही डायरेक्शन ऑफ हा जो काही करंट किंवा EMF जनरेट झालाय त्याची नेमकी डायरेक्शन कुठल्या बाजूला असणार आहे, लेफ्ट टू राईट असणार आहे की राईट टू लेफ्ट असणार आहे हे तुम्हाला इथे समजेल. ओके, सो फर्स्ट इज Fleming's right-hand rule. So what this Fleming's right-hand, this is your right. In this right hand, consider this first three fingers: thumb, first finger, middle finger. Okay, index finger, middle finger. Arrange these three fingers in mutually perpendicular direction like this. See, the first finger and the thumb having 90-degree angle, correct? Again, the first finger and second finger are having the 90-degree angle, and if you consider this, that the thumb and the middle finger are having the 90-degree angle, correct? So this is called as the mutually perpendicular direction. Mutually perpendicular direction means all the three fingers are in 90-degree with each other. This is exactly similar to x-axis, y-axis and the z-axis, three-dimensional. So this is your mutual perpendicular direction. So what this Fleming's right hand rule explains that let the thumb and first two fingers of right hand are arranged in right angle with each other. Mutual perpendicular direction. Okay, so let the first finger points the direction of the force north to south. म्हणजे जे काही लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस मूव्ह होतात त्या लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेसची डायरेक्शन हा फर्स्ट फिंगर तुम्हाला शो करणार. Okay, for better understanding I will stop screen sharing and I'll start my video. See, this is your mutual perpendicular direction. Correct. This is also 90 degree. 90 degree. This is also 90 degree, and this two finger is also 90 degree. So this is called as mutual perpendicular direction. Now consider that the first finger points the direction of the lines of forces. जे काही lines of forces move होतात त्या lines of forces ची direction कोण डिटेक्ट करणार आहे, कोण दाखवणार आहे? फर्स्ट फिंगर. Then the conductor is moving. कंडक्टर ज्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये मूव्ह करणार त्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये तुमचा थंब पॉइंट आउट करणार आहे. त्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये तुमचा थंब पॉइंट आउट करणार. ओके, इफ दिस इज द केस, म्हणजे जर फर्स्ट फिंगर हा तुमचा लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस दाखवणार असेल, थंब जर तुमचा डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन ऑफ कंडक्टर, म्हणजे कंडक्टर कुठल्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये, एक तर अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन मध्ये आहे की डाऊनवर्ड डायरेक्शन मध्ये आहे. सो इफ दिस टू केसेस आर देअर, देन दिस थर्ड फिंगर और द मिडल फिंगर शोज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द करंट किंवा ईएमएफ. जो ईएमएफ जनरेट होतोय तो ईएमएफ जो जनरेट झाला त्याची डायरेक्शन हा दाखवतो. कन्सिडर करा, हा तुमचा मॅग्नेट आहे, हा तुमचा मॅग्नेट आहे. या बाजूला नॉर्थ पोल, या बाजूला साऊथ पोल, म्हणजे लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस अशा मूव्ह होणार. लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस अशा. मग डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स कसा झाला, डायरेक्शन ऑफ मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स कसा झाला, असा. जर कंडक्टर तुम्ही ह्या विसिनिटी मध्ये असा खालून वर मूव्ह केला, कंडक्टर तुमचा असा खालून वर मूव्ह केला, so this thumb represents the direction of motion. Then this middle finger, मग हा जो काही कंडक्टर आहे जो ह्या मॅग्नेटिक लाईन्सच्या फोर्स मध्ये असा मूव्ह करणार आहे, तर ह्या कंडक्टर मध्ये अशा पद्धतीने म्हणजे फ्रॉम दिस साइड टू दिस साइड करंट विल मूव्ह. ओके, सो दिस इज युअर फ्लेमिंग्स राईट हँड रूल, that if the index finger is pointing towards or pointing the direction of flux lines of forces, thumb is directing the motion of the conductor, then this indicates that there is direction of EMF is shown by this. So we'll again study. So what it states, if the index finger points the direction of lines of forces and the thumb points the motion of conductor, then middle finger points the direction of EMF or current. बघा कसं. कन्सिडर करा, दोन मॅग्नेट घेतले. मॅग्नेट नॉर्थ पोल इज हियर, साउथ पोल इज हियर. As I stated that the lines of forces are always originating from north side and they are going towards south side. Consider Consider this is the conductor. Consider this is the conductor. So if this is a magnet, this is the conductor, and magnet is moving in this direction. So this is the direction of motion. Direction of motion is this. So see, so this is the direction of motion. So thumb indicates the direction of motion. See the magnetic lines. Magnetic lines are flowing from this side to this side, north to south. So this is the direction of the lines of forces, direction of motion from lower side to upper side, like this. We are moving conductor like this. So this middle finger will indicate the motion of current. So current will flow in this direction किंवा जो EMF आपण म्हणू. So this is the direction of current. जर suppose motion downward असेल, म्हणजे आता upward to conductor आपण downward आणणार. Lines of forces याच बाजूला आहे. तर करंट कुठे मूव्ह होईल? See the direction is pointing towards you. Direction of the current is pointing towards you. मग अशा केस मध्ये करंट हा इकडून इकडे मूव्ह होईल. Getting? So this is the Fleming's right hand rule. So this lines of forces are indicated by the index finger. Motion of the conductor is indicated by the thumb, and the current or the EMF direction is shown by the middle finger. Okay. So this is the case. So this is Fleming's right hand rule. Now we'll study now second is Lenz law. Using Lenz law also we can find the direction of current. So how it is find? So Lenz law states that the direction of induced EMF produced due to the process of electromagnetic induction is always such that it will set up a current to oppose the basic cause responsible for the induced EMF. The law is very simple, that the direction of induced EMF produced due to the process of electromagnetic induction is always such that it will set up a current to oppose the basic cause responsible for inducing the EMF. The direction of EMF produced due to process of electromagnetic induction is always such that it will set up a current to oppose the basic cause responsible for inducing the EMF. So again, read the statement. The statement is the direction of EMF produced due to the process of electromagnetic induction is always such that it will set up a current to oppose the basic cause responsible for inducing the EMF. And the formula for this is E is equal to minus N d phi by dt. d phi by dt. So this E means EMF. EMF कोणता जनरेट झाला? लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस कटिंग झाल्या. मग त्याला EMF ची डायरेक्शन कशी? तर EMF ची डायरेक्शन अशी असते की ज्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये त्याचा कॉज आहे, म्हणजे ज्याच्यामुळे तो EMF जनरेट झाला, तो ज्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये असेल त्याच्या अपोजिट डायरेक्शनला EMF जनरेट होईल. लेन्झ लॉ हा एक्झॅक्टली जसं फ्रिक्शन असतं, फ्रिक्शन म्हणजे काय? सपोज हे दोन मटेरियल आहे, हा मटेरियल याच्यावर आपण स्लाइड करतोय, बरोबर? तर ही काय झाली? मोशन झाली. मोशन कोणत्या बाजूला आहे? या बाजूला आहे. मग फ्रिक्शन कोणत्या बाजूला असेल? अपोजिट डायरेक्शनला. करेक्ट? दिस इज सिमिलर टू द फ्रिक्शन. बघा, ह्या डायरेक्शनला आपण स्लाइड करतोय, मग फ्रिक्शनची डायरेक्शन कोणती असते? अपोजिट टू द मोशन ऑफ स्लाइड. तशाच पद्धतीने जो काही EMF जनरेट होतोय, आहे याच्यामध्ये कंडक्टर मध्ये, त्या EMF ची डायरेक्शन कोणत्या बाजूला असते? तर जो काही कॉज आहे ज्याच्यामुळे तो जनरेट झाला त्याच्या अपोजिट डायरेक्शनला. ज्या गोष्टीमुळे EMF जनरेट झाला त्याची जी डायरेक्शन असेल त्याच्या अपोजिट डायरेक्शनला तुमचा EMF हा जनरेट. So these two laws are there, Fleming's right hand rule and Lenz's law are there, that are which shows the direction of EMF.